The other morning I woke up from my sleep and I prayed in the early morning and I told God, today God, I want to do big things for you. And I got up and started my day. An hour later, my phone rang. It was a single mom, Laura. Her toilet was broken. And she said, she didn't know if she could fix it. She just needed a little advice. Could I stop by and help out with this toilet? I said, well, maybe later on I can stop by. She said, I've got all the parts. If someone just shows me, I think I can do it myself. So I stopped by. I showed her how to do it. I said, but look, if you have a problem, call me back and I'll come back and help you further. So 3 hours later, after she tried this, it didn't really work too well. She called me back. And I said, okay, Laura, I'll stop by and I'll help you fix the toilet. So dropped my daughter Morgan at her horseback riding lesson. And I drove over to Laura's house with the necessary tools and parts, knowing it would take me probably 5 minutes to fix the toilet. I got up in the bathroom. She was feeding her kids dinner. It was pretty noisy downstairs. I fixed the toilet, got it working in 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. Came out of the bathroom, and there was her youngest daughter screaming her head off like a lunatic at the bottom of the stairs. And I don't know what made me do it, but I called out her name, and I said, hey, it's okay. You just got to calm down. And I don't know what made her do it, but she actually stopped crying. And she turned and looked at me, and she started to babble at me in this unknown language. But clearly she was telling me all of her woes and problems. So I went down on the stairs and sat down. I picked up a chunky book off the floor, and this little girl came and sat next to me. I started to read her this book. It was something about the alphabet or whatever. Pretty soon, Laura's other 2 kids dropped their dinner and stopped all their noise and came over and sat next to me on the stairs. I read them a book too, and the 3 of us, the 4 of us sat on the stairs. And for 5 minutes, I just read them this chunky alphabet book. And they were quiet. When I was finished, Laura came over. She said, could you pray for these kids in their room? And they've been having some really bad dreams. I just feel like I need some prayer. So I prayed for Laura and her kids. And then I left. I was there probably for a total of 15 minutes. An hour later, I got a text from Laura. She said that that I would have no idea how much this night meant to her, that the Holy Spirit was present, that her kids hadn't been that quiet for months. Do big things for God. So I want to do big things for God. I pictured speaking to thousands of people. I pictured, working some miracle. But God knows what big things are in His mind. Caring for a single mom and her kids. Do you want to do big things for God? You can probably get started right now.